Hello, happy Friday, the 10th of October. Another week gone. It has been a quick week. It's been a quick October, I guess, already. Third of the way in here now. So yeah, exciting times. Start off with a business update from our end. Our website is quite interesting. We got this tool we're tracking a lot of clients keyword rankings and auditing the websites and whatnot. Your typical kind of tool is really good one, SE ranking, and we're actually starting to rank on our website, which is what 4 months old. It's starting to rank for a couple key terms across the US, New Zealand, and Australia, which is nice. They're not super high traffic keywords. I don't have them specifically off the top of my head, but it's terms like financial marketing Google Ads for financial advisors, Google Ads for mortgage brokers, that type of thing. That's very specific. That if we can rank in the top three, four uh, in those target markets, then that's our exact kind of persona. And that's real key with all marketing that we try to do for ourselves and our clients. Is it doesn't matter too much on volume, but if you can get in front of your perfect client with the right offer or right ad, right landing page, you're going to be able to get good results. So yeah, that's nice to see from our end. We're going to start doing a little bit more content, a little bit more blogging on the website to build out that the number of pages there. So it'd be really good to have these branches of Google Ads. There's 15 Google Ad blogs or content pieces. Same thing for insurance, KiwiSaver, superannuation, financial planning, wealth planning, that kind of stuff, retirement planning, like all those branches. Google Ads, retirement planning, Meta Ads, retirement planning, organic social media, retirement planning, 15 of each. That's 45 pieces of content just for that branch, right? So to use that kind of tree analogy, going down those rabbit holes and really dominating that space means we're going to be able to get worldwide leads, inbound leads, so not paid ads, not having to do cold DMs or cold emails or anything like that, having to do too much leg room. It's quite an efficient process if you can nail it down. So that's the challenge, or that's the opportunity in front of us there. I have seen a little bit of volatility in the a few client websites with SEO or with page rankings. So Google does tend to do a bit of a rollout this time of year. I think it's already completed the rollout, so to speak, or the updates to the algorithm back in July or August, but it does take a few weeks to kind of settle in. And yeah, have seen a few kind of changes in rankings and whatnot, but nothing too major. Yeah, on the sales or business development front, we're doing well. We're getting leads in here and there, which is good. We don't need a massive volume. We do have an exciting partnership coming up with an advisor called Nikki, who's making her way from being an advisor and moving into a kind of consultant role where she's putting together a program to help other advisors get out of their business. So instead of having everything kind of run through them in the business, they're able to step away, go on holiday, take a long weekend, and not getting calls every 5 minutes from people in the business or from clients or whatnot. So that'll be exciting. I think the topic that we're nailing down next week and the specifics of it is niching. So how do you niche into a specific area or target market? She's going to talk about the operational side of things, and I'm going to chime in with the marketing aspect. So why niching helps you with your messaging, with your offers, with your landing pages, and really gets better results that way. So that'll be exciting. Look out for that. And then a little bit on industry updates. Haven't seen too much going on. I think I talked about the Facebook update last week. We're going to roll out some campaigns. Ideally today, we'll see what feedback we get on the creatives and whatnot. I think we should be good to go, but we're going to test out that new methodology. The only thing I saw really that kind of wanted to touch on is that Sora 2 AI video update, which it's pretty crazy what I've seen. It's only available in US and Canada, but it is very much you can put your face in a very realistic model of yourself and other people into these scenes. There's a guy, an agency owner in the States, who's in my network, and his thing is like this belt and like tacos, and he's been putting himself eating tacos with this like kind of wrestling belt on, with all these different famous people, which is pretty cool. It's pretty like it's on brand with him, and it keeps his brand going. But it'll be very interesting to see how others use it, and I'm not sure whether it's like gimmicky at the moment or whether it will really catch on. I think that video side of AI is getting very close to that greater adoption where it is like a TikTok or a stories where you can reasonably expect someone to post, the Broncos celebrating their grand final win and you stick yourself on the podium with them, or your face is on the game winning try or the game winning try save or something like that, right? and it not be too gimmicky or people don't look at you kind of funny or anything. It's just like, haha, that's a good meme, right? That's a funny little thing you made, and then move on. So yeah, it'll be interesting when Sora 2 becomes available here. I haven't seen it, did the looking. I haven't seen when it will be available in New Zealand or Australia or anything like that. So I guess we keep an eye out on that. Clients wise, we have some really good results coming with Google Ads right now. Google does take a bit of time and it's a lot more intensive with landing pages or bids or I guess other parts versus maybe a meta ads campaign and a lead form. Although you can send Facebook ads or meta ads to landing pages as well. But we're almost at triple the budget. I think very close, if not over triple the budget with one client from where we started. And we're starting to get some really good results. So even cheaper results, even though we've tripled the budget, we're getting into this like really fat period of I guess scale. Like we have the budget to be able to look good in Google's eyes and get a lot more leads. So that's almost at the 5 figures a month mark, which is exciting for them, and they're getting positive results out of it. So we're going to just keep going until they kind of hit a peak, whether that's internal capacity or cash, whatever it is. We're in this like nice little golden period that we want to keep kind of milking at this time. So yeah, that's really exciting. On the meta ad side of things, current campaigns for a few clients are it's a balancing act because we are balancing between quality of lead and then volume and algorithm efficiency, I guess. So if you're running conversion campaigns, you do want to get a number of leads coming through so that Facebook does understand where it needs to go to get leads. But we are also stopping leads coming through because we want high quality. So finding that balance. And then on one account, especially the creative angle that we're gone with, which is founder led. So it's very like personality driven. It's not really hitting the mark at the moment. So just need to go back to the drawing board there. Maybe it's a different style of founder led marketing or a different style of even ad creative. But that's just one thing we're seeing at the moment is the numbers, we need to hit this number in a certain point of the funnel and we're not hitting it. It's under half of where we want it to be. And that means we need to touch on those angles that I just talked about. So it's good to know your numbers, and we're still converting down the line more people. We just need to get more people into that front end or middle stages of that funnel to be able to get the conversations going at the back end there. So just a little kind of optimization. That's where the classic word optimization comes in. I guess like a little bit of on the challenges at the moment. It is time. I keep saying it is time and time. Doing late nights, and that's just the start of a business. And we've got a VA on who's helping us 6 hours a week, and she's doing a decent job at the kind of task we give her, but being able to hasn't really been able to take off of our plate a lot of work, but we're hopefully going to get there in time. The things we want taken off our plate, I guess. And there are things that we need to be realistic about in terms of the systems or the processes that we want to improve upon. New software we want to bring in. I saw a software I want to eventually use yesterday, which is on like landing page testing, and it's like great, that would be amazing. That'd get better results for our clients. But also we need to do this stuff over here before we can get to this part, because I know this part is going to be a lot of onboarding, learning how the tool works and whatnot, making sure it fits with the rest of our tech stack and reporting stack and whatnot. And speaking of reporting, like that's one thing, like reporting and data kind of analysis. I've just gotten a tool to work. It's a really good tool. It's a kind of a startup themselves. And so bringing that on, that's been a process in terms of finding which one's going to work and then getting this one to get fixed or not fixed. There are a few bugs in it, and I let the founder know, and he was able to, it was a really good experience. He was able to fix things and say, oh, yes, when you have 10,000 rows, that's not going to work properly. Let me adjust it. So that was a really cool experience there. But yeah, from a to-do list perspective, there's always stuff to do, and then just making sure prioritize, chip away at things, and then eventually we'll get there. Maybe over the Christmas break or when things slow down a little bit in December, January, we'll be able to kind of lock down stuff we want to lock down, and then really, really not grow, but like take on 2026 with an aggressive mindset with current clients. Maybe get a few clients here and there, maybe one or two a month of various sizes, but we definitely see that roadmap, and it's just chipping away there, one piece at a time. Other than that, we just got campaigns going on, hopefully launching a big campaign this week on Meta, another big campaign to launch next week on Google, a website to kind of build, landing page, squeeze pages for that Google Ads campaign to build, integrations there, emails, set up the Orchard CRM as well for that client, bringing in the CRM as well for other clients. We got the webinar coming up, and then, yeah, got a couple good proposals in the pipeline as well. So if those come on, they'll probably look to come on potentially one next week, and then one maybe the week after. So October, back end of October is going to look pretty busy with launching client campaigns as well. So we know that we need to get this work done now in the next kind of week and a half, 10 days, 10, 14 days, because it looks like that period after is going to be pretty full on. So yeah, good times, good things are happening as they have been. And then yeah, we'll just keep chipping away. Hopefully your business is going well. Whoever's watching this, whether it's in the future or in the present, I guess. If you need any help with your own financial firm, or if you're a single or smaller advice company and you're not really looking for a major campaign strategy or anything, if you just want to touch base, maybe we can talk for 15, 20 minutes via Zoom just to see what you're kind of doing now. If you want any tips and tricks, really open for that chat as well. I had a good one this week. I think it went for about half an hour with an advisor and just giving him a few kind of pointers as to opportunities for him in his local market. So yeah, hopefully everyone has a great week, great weekend, and yeah, we'll talk to you later. Bye.